Yeah, folks, a new Marvel Snap season has arrived, and the new season pass card Spider-Punk felt pretty great. I had a monster run with this deck. I went 11-1. That's a 92% win rate, up 20 net cubes. What an insane start to the season, because this chipped in as a nice like 315 in effective output, because every time this moves, he's basically netting you 4 power, stealing 2 and gaining 2. Moving him 3 times to get like plus 12 total output is pretty trivial. I think we even did more than that, getting him to 319 in effective output in some cases, which is giant for a 3-drop. Now, sometimes it feels meager compared to Human Torch, because it's like, oh god, this can be like a 3-100 or whatever. Sometimes could get to crazy numbers, but it's nice to have both, frankly, like distributing that power. It's nice that Spider-Punk's a little more independent. He can just move once on his own, so getting him up that first hump on a 3-7, fill in some gaps is nice. Also, he does technically distribute his power a little more evenly, because as he's stealing 2 from various locations, it can kind of flatten that out, whereas Torch kind of goes all in on one single spot if you don't run Tribunal, which this deck does not. And this is one of the this is based on the highest win rate move decks I saw on Untapped. So I think Heimdall's the better package right now than Tribunal. But it's nice that he spreads it out a little bit, which can help. But ultimately, he does just feel like another really high-powered moving option. We've also got Web Sling in the mix that hit today. This is a new Series 4 collectible skill. This is another great mover. So, well, you kind of have cards that want to move and cards that move, and this felt like a super cheap, flexible way to do that. There were some moments where this didn't really do much because I didn't have a spot. There weren't enough cards to move, or I already had an active Madam Web or something, and it didn't feel like this was useful necessarily. There were other times it filled in nicely. So you could maybe even refine this deck to have the perfect balance of stuff that moves. I was thinking like, hey, could I cut a Cloak maybe and add in like a Vulture with this Web Sling in the mix? Could I just redistribute that a little bit? And I think that'll happen to find the perfect list. But for now, man, this had a crazy run for me. Felt really good. Spider-Punk filled in for games where you missed Torch. He was still playable sometimes, like on turn 5 or something, even in games where you had Torch, and still could quickly contribute, a fast like 11 power or whatever. A 311 isn't anything to scoff at. So yeah, promising card that I think also can probably escape beyond this archetype. I think he could live in that space we've seen in the past with stuff like, I don't know, Rocket and Groot, for instance, like a flexible 3-drop that can kind of redistribute power and just be like a 3-7 in some decks. We've seen those 3-slot movers. We also had, what's her name? I keep wanting to say Namora, but I know that's not her name. What's her name, dude? 3-drop mover lady? Why can't I think of this lady's name, dude? What's her name? Nocturne. I knew it started with an N. So, kind of in that like old Nocturne space. I think he could also just be that as like a good mid-range card, but still felt fitting and like a nice incremental push for a move deck as well. So right now, really high on Spider-Punk. Think this card looks strong. Of course, we'll see more data roll in, but this one feels like a winner to me so far. That said, I think you're going to see that yourself as you watch this video, seeing some big-time Spider-Punks and Human Torches and so on. I think you'll enjoy this one. Hey folks, real quick before we get into the games, I wanted to give you a little update from our sponsor for this video, which is me, because I just wanted to update you on the progress on the indie game I'm making. This here behind me is Sky Shard, our PvP fantasy city building auto battler, where you build an island in the sky with a city that fights against other people's cities. And we just dropped some cool updates over the last couple weeks. We just added some new tutorials. So if you're not familiar with auto battlers or just want to get a good head start in our game, that's a great way to get started, learn a little more before you hop into ranked play. We also just added a bunch of game modes, stuff like a pacifist game mode, which you can see me playing in detail from my video yesterday, but basically we turn off all offensive units. So it's the ultimate control, greed, defense game mode, where it's just all about getting basically infinite health as quickly as you can. Some other fun ways to play as well. So this is still currently totally free to play. You can hit the links down in the description or pinned comment below. Our demo is just the entire game. You can go check it out. We'd love feedback on those tutorials. in particular. And you know, we're just going to keep updating things as we go. More new art, more new menus and UI and sound, and all of this stuff is coming very, very soon. So stay tuned for more big updates in the near future. Check it out for now if you want to go ahead and get started. And thank you for your time. So now enjoy this cool Spider-Punk action. All right, Spider-Punk. He looks so freaking cool, dude. I mean, he just looks cool. I'm not even a music guy. I don't like worship rock and roll or anything, you know, or like, you know, I'm not into bands. I don't think bands are cool or anything, but that is actually cool. The art's good. He just looks cool, man. I think it's more about the costume almost, like seeing the costume in the context of like, you know, a Spider-Man that's all decked out like that's just cool. I don't know what else to say. It's cool, man. Yeah, Craven Asteroid M seems completely nuts. Okay. Really wish... the opponent does have priorities. This might actually help the Spider-Punk. They always want to play a 3 here, but sometimes they do play a 2 and a 1, which would be annoying. New York, also insane for us, right? Play that card mid. Nice. Let's go. Oh, well, that's annoying, but Spider-Punk's going to get revenge, I guess. We're going to lose a lot of upside on the Craven, but there could be worse things that have happened in the world. Not many, but a few. Like, move this back right organically. Cloak. Mid. And maybe Aranya. You kind of want to get the dagger down before the cloak, though. So maybe Aranya waits, but Aranya's kind of losing a move upside. I mean, I can play it next turn, but I can also play Hellion next turn. I mean, maybe you don't need to play Hellion so much because of New York, I guess. These both move back mid, and then you Hellion out. Yeah, we might just be losing Aranya and Web Sling because I think we just have such good options already, you know? Like, it may just not be worth it. Can you imagine how good Craven would be if I could just keep doing it over and over again, dude? It would be very cool. So yeah, the plan was to go here and here, and then Hellion out. I mean, Hellion, like we said, though, does kind of do the same thing as New York, but it gives me options, I guess, which is nice. Like, you can move left or move right so that both my movers aren't stuck in one spot. I just hate that all 3 of these cards are dead now. That's the thing that's really frustrating about this, right? I mean, I think it's right, though, because he's just big. What I'd really like is a Heimdall. Heimdall would give me so many options. Spider-Punk up to 9, Dagger up to 6. We know Dagger's got some pretty good hits no matter what. Oh, Diamond back. Oh, that might be... Oh, yeah, she's going mid, of course. Yeah, man, Craven would have been so good this freaking game, dude. Malekith, we have no idea. Probably Hazmat or some sort of deal there. Right, we just have no idea again, right? It's just so hard to know where anything's going to go here. Ghost Spider, what was my last card played? Hellion, of course. Yeah, this hand ended up sucking. Yeah, it's hard to say, man. I'm just gonna throw it out here and hope for the best, you know. I think this is a decent split of power. I mean, I know they're more likely to have things moving left than right. You know, they could obviously play a big guy right, and it would be a bit of a problem. But in other words, Dagger left versus Spider-Punk left. Dagger makes way more sense to me left. Just more likely there's more stuff there, right? But, you know, still worried about Ajax, still worried about Hazmat. Lots of problems here. But I put as much power left as I could, and dragged right a little bit, right? All the smaller incremental stuff went right. So we did make the right decision, but just does it hold is the question. Man, thing's tough. Hazmat's tough. Is this like a Luke Cage? I mean, honestly, is even Luke Cage enough though? I don't think so, right? Oh, it's not enough. Nice. Yeah, good decisions here on where things went. Yeah, nice. I will say the Spider-Punk, you know, getting denied a little bit by the Luke Cage. He lost effectively 8 power thanks to Luke Cage, which is crazy. Like, yeah, dude, this was actually a nutty Spider-Punk, right? He was actually a 19 power card this game. Like, he did 8 and 8, right? That's 16 points of net swing, and then 3 base is 19 power of output for a 3-drop. But, you know, Luke Cage stole 8 of that back, basically, which I like Luke Cage today. Pretty smart in the Spider-Punk. But good positioning for us, just gets there anyway, man. Like, good decisions on this. I mean, I don't know about all the sequencing in the mid game. I think there was some real, I don't know, tough decisions and stuff. I don't know if they're right or wrong, just tough. Sparky, Torch. Hub is Quicksilver. Okay, we can play Quicksilver, I guess. Hey, Spider-Punk, nice. I will probably always be playing Spider-Punk over Torch today, even though probably shouldn't, honestly. I don't know. Like, for, you know, I like that this card has a little bit more independence than Torch, right? Like, that's really nice. And, you know, I think he'll be fine to play on turn 4 or 5, whatever. So maybe that's a better argument. It's like, maybe we just always play him on 5 and Kraven down first, or I guess with Heimdall, I don't know, Kraven mid's probably still fine for Heimdall. It doesn't really matter. He's kind of a good Metropolis card. I think Curve is really, really important. Torch, we can go, actually Ghost Spider mid. We can play Spider-Punk like wherever, right? Probably. Okay, this looks good. Sparky, of course, we like better on Torch. We don't want Torch to end up in a weird spot. Oh, Madam Web's gone. Okay, gotta get there other ways. That's good, I guess. Yeah, I think you stay on Curve, right? We have still, this is like, you have time for Sparky, and Cloak can make some plays too. Cloak, I guess, will go, you kind of want Cloak to go mid, but I'm already pulling everything into the Kraven a little bit, so I don't know. Bro, this is like a Dakin Tempo Mill. Oh no, this is Erisham. Oh, never mind, just kidding. Never mind. That's why they're playing 5 energy this turn, I guess. Hey, that is such a good animation, bro. Oh, I love Spider-Punk's animation. That's so sick. Dang, this is actually a nutty turn though, isn't it? So the last card that moved currently was Torch. So this Web Sling's not really doing anything if Sparky... Oh, actually, I could use the Torch to move here and then Sparky him back right. You kind of want him to end up mid's the weird thing, but maybe you just use Kraven and Spider-Punk to win mid, I guess. Yeah. Maybe that's okay. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to decide, right? Like, we've got options, basically. I will say, like, Dakin getting hit by Spider-Punk's pretty cool, but I also don't really think they're gonna get rid of the shard, you know? So it's like, is it really cool? I don't know, not really. Yeah, we really do want Torch mid, it seems. Kraven can certainly get big enough, though, as well. I guess not currently, though, because Gladiator's 8. What on God's... Oh, I forgot about Heimdall in hand, too, now. Oh, my God, this is why I hate move decks, guys. So we can move Torch, bring him back. That's gonna send him with Heimdall mid. Maybe we just use Ghost Spider and then we do this and this. And you're really strong left. This kind of makes Kraven weird though. Like Kraven's, I guess you're sending the Kraven left though, which is actually good, even if he's not really getting buffed much. And then you have Torch mid. Heimdall right's kind of not that great, but you don't care. I think this is okay, maybe. I think Torch is going to end up mid if I did this smartly. Spider-Punk certainly doesn't hurt, especially if he catches Gladiator. That might hurt them. Well, I guess with Torch, it doesn't probably matter much anyway. Ah, we dodged Juggernaut. Okay. Oh, does the Widow's Kiss screw me, though? Actually, Widow's Kiss might... Oh, no. Am I high on ordering? Oh, shoot. I guess it doesn't matter. This worked out great. God, I messed something up though. Punk moved before Torch, after Torch. Oh, I think I just sequenced. I thought I hit... Oh, I know what the problem is. I did hit activate in between, but it doesn't work that way because the moves all happen first. The moves always happen first, right? So you gotta move in order, even with Sparky. You know, you can't weave and activate in between base moves. Moves always resolve first. So non-card based moves, right? So, and somehow syncing these up at the exact same stats, by the way, gave both of them the buff, which doubled down. We got an extra 6 points basically instead of only 3, which I'll pretend was calculated. But yeah, so Spider-Punk gained a crazy amount of power, by the way, man. All right, Web Sling, it's not time for you. It's not time for Cloak. None of our good proactive stuff, like any of the movers, Sparky, Madam Web are great. Kraven's great. Yeah, none of our proactive stuff. Do you tempo a Cloak just because you don't think you're going to have time to do anything else anyway? Like this turn 5, turn 6, turn 3. Yeah, I think you tempo a Cloak, man. It sucks, but I think you just like a 2-4 here. E-Tree Quinjet? Is it gonna have like Agamotto's in it or something, dude? Not that many cards in deck. Shuri's Lab's kind of tough. I mean, it's cool for Spider-Punk, whatever. Yeah, we'll go Web Sling right, Craven mid, I suppose. Mid is where the bodies are for Spider-Punk right now, so I think you gotta go mid. My hair today, by the way, guys, I just decided to lean in, man. I had a hat on earlier, but I was like, no, I wore a hat recently. I like giving you guys a different Regis variant every time. My hair is always big enough and crazy enough that it can do a lot of things, so it's pretty fun to just do different funny stuff with it. Sparky as well. Okay, that's interesting, actually. We could do are we going Hellion over Web Sling? Probably. If you got like a torch, maybe things change a little bit. I think I'm okay to do this because I can play Hellion away and then move all this stuff out if I need to. Spider-Punk moving on his own. Currently, Sparky is the Spider-Punk target, obviously. He's up to 8. Craven's buffed. Sparky's buffed. Thor is buffed. Thank God it's not Beta Ray Bill. It's a Hammers deck, by the way. Actually, just Hammers deck. Okay. Hammers plus Creation. I mean, I think Hellion's just got to be better than Ghost Spider Web Sling, right? I think it's got to be. The problem is, if I move everything there, you got some weirdness on Heimdall, right? I want to be able to Heimdall effectively. So maybe I send Spider-Punk back. But then if he's the 4th card, he trails weird. Yeah, I don't love this, man. I don't know about this. This is weird. I'm not sure this is right or not. I don't know. Opponent just skipped the turn, though? What the heck? Okay. I just feel like I haven't really done anything with Heimdall, you know? I mean, we know they're getting a hammer. Why is the game bugging so much? Stop. So I go like this, this, this. Maybe I leave the Sparky so the Spider-Punk can move, I guess, right? These 3 move. Well, no, Spider-Punk moves anyway. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, yeah, like technically this matches the Thor currently. He goes to 18, we know. This gets a crazy big... Yeah, I mean, whatever. This is fine, right? I think it's fine. I think it's going to hold, actually. We're really strong left, obviously. Crazy strong left. And pretty darn strong mid, too, off this Spider-Punk. He's going to be like 15-0, basically. You got a 15 power head start. Opponent has done, like, nothing. I mean, the hammer is going to be a buffed, I guess. Or no, is it created in deck? I don't even know if the hammer is buffed. They have a lot more cards than I thought. What the heck? I'm scared. But I think Spider-Punk holds, right? What cards could these be? It's not like demons or anything. It's just gonna be like a bunch of 1-drops and stuff. How big could they be? I'm not even... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, I'm fine. Mysterio is never more than 4. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Woo! Woo! That was spooky, but yeah, Spider-Punk just soloed, man. I mean, like, you know, this would be a lot bigger if it was a torch, but it's nice that, you know, if you don't draw torch, you still have outs, you know? He basically dealt 4, he basically 19 power mid, but also actually debuffed right a little bit too. So this game, he was effectively, well, I mean, sure, his lab is calculating, you know, adding a kind of 3 power in for free, but Sparky also kind of adding 3 in for free, but that would be true of any move card. But, you know, he went off 3 times, let's say, right? So he netted an extra 12 points himself. He was a 315 legitimately, and then also even more when you account for all the bonus hits, which is pretty nice. All right, we got, oh, thank you, opponent. That was very sweet of you. Gave me the pretty enchantress eyes. I've been doing the me and the boys emote, guys. This one, me and the boys. Anytime it's like you guys are watching, it's like me and hey, they have it. Nice, they have that emote. Cool. It's me and the boys. Is that what it's called? Me and the boys. I keep forgetting. We're just gonna keep emoting. I like you, Gilby. I like your emote. Oh my god, your avatar. It's Lockjaw, and the title is respectfully woof. That's cute too. Fist Tower sucks, so that's not good. Hey, do we go Spider-Punk Web Sling, I guess? Spider-Punk, unfortunately, wants to go left. Yeah, I mean, Web Sling, I guess if you're playing Hellion anyway, it kind of doesn't really do anything, right? If you do this, does it let you double chain your moves? Like, can Spider-Punk move here and then also... Oh, no, it does something. What am I saying? Hellion's on 6, you goon. What am I talking about? I'm a crazy person. It doesn't let you double move, does it? Like, where you can move... Maybe it does, honestly. Torch moves here. Like, could I move Spider-Punk here and then also immediately move it via Web Sling? I don't see why it wouldn't, I guess, if I think about it. Maybe it would. I don't know. Sadly, Spider-Punk has no targets, though, so I don't think I use his move yet, do I? I think we just do Torch here and save the Spider-Punk. Misery hit what? I wasn't even paying attention. Cassandra, Nova, and Zabu. Oh, okay. Misery's getting nerfed, I saw, guys. They released the OTA announcement early. Crazy changes, like big debris changes. Misery's going down to 8 power. I don't know. You can find it if you want. I don't do the news. I'm sure somebody's got a good video out there covering it already. I was... Oh, Firelord, bro. That's sick, dude. Nova's insane, bro. Bro, this is a cool deck. I like this a lot. Zabu, maybe not the most exciting. I guess because you already resurrected Nova that Elixir won't. Oh my god, dude, this game. Why does it bug constantly, dude? Sick plays, though, from the opponent, man, for sure. Somehow I have priority. This is literally the only thing to do, and I don't know if it's good enough. Atlantis is... It's not impossible, right? They're kind of overcommitted left, which is the one place I don't want to be. But I could easily imagine them playing a big guy right and Heimdall not holding here. 15 power is nice. Maybe they got to play 2 guys. I don't know what else this deck's running. I could see... Has it got like Nimrod? No. What else is this deck? I've seen some of these lists, but they're so uncommon. I just don't know the list well. Also, this Elixir, if you showed me this art, I would never know that was Elixir. It just looks like some random anime dude to me. I don't really know Elixir well. I guess he's hardly ever played, but... we're going to be incredibly strong mid. It's just really about right. There's no reason to put Spider-Punk mid, though. That doesn't do anything. He's not going to gain any hits by moving to Atlantis, so I'm just positioning him so that he ends up in Fogwell's gym, right? Which at least is going to be a 7 power card. Worst case. They played 2 cards, which, that gives me the Atlantis bonus, maybe. But it may still not be enough, right? We don't know. They didn't go mid at all, so we're definitely overkill there. Sage is a low roll. Venom Sage does help them get the Atlantis, but it's too small. Oh, bro. Nice. Yeah, not really the best game from us, but just sneaky positioning or whatever, gets it there. I like the opponent's deck a lot. A lot of underutilized cards is very fun, and I like Gilby. Mad respect, Gilby. Pretty underwhelming Spider-Punk, honestly. Part of that was Fisk Tower, though, and maybe part of that was the opponent's overcommitment. Although I guess, we would have maybe just put Hellion mid if not for Fisk Tower and just tanked this with like Torch and maybe had like a Spider-Punk try to go mid or something. Could have separated them basically if it wasn't for Fisk. So maybe it was more the locations than anything hurting us there. All right, Aranya, you got this. Yeah, I guess we put Madam Web right. Then you get Torch already going. Like, yeah, dude, this is we're gonna have this weird dilemma today where it's like I'm gonna have opportunities to play Spider-Punk, and I'm gonna want to play Torch instead because he's better. And it's like, do I play the Spider-Punk because he's new, or do I play the Torch? I think here we know the answer to that. Weirdly, Quantum Realm does actually suck. I think it's still mathematically better to do it this way, right? Because you're going back to 3 up to 6 anyway. Yeah, it sucks, honestly, but you're getting a Madam Web loop sooner. I guess sooner doesn't always matter for Madam Web, for the record, but I don't know. Torch for them, but no start here. Okay. Cloak as well. Okay. Sparky there, Cloak here, then you move Torch here. can Sparky it back there and then move it there. How does that even work? No, Sparky will move it mid here again, right? I think always. I don't know. Should I got a Craven down first? Another question I don't know the answer to. I play so little move decks, guys. There's a lot of good move players out there. I am not one of them. I'm gonna be totally real with you. Oh god, Web Sling. So where is Torch gonna end up? Torch is gonna go here. Then we Sparky him mid. If I go, he's gonna be mid, so I want to play the Web Sling here so I can move a card from there. And then I guess I just play these Cravens out because maybe they'll catch a buff from either Torches or my Torch later. See, my problem right now is I only have one strong card, right? I need, like, this is one where I need the Tribunal, right? Like, sometimes Tribunal's getting played with this. I pulled up the highest win rate Torch decks, though, and they weren't Tribunal versions, they were Heimdall versions. So, I guess I don't know yet. This seems like it would be a great time for a Tribunal, though, I'll tell you that, man, because it's going to be a monster Torch. It's going to be a 100 power Torch. So how do I win the other spot? Oh, Spider-Punk, sick, dude. Okay, that's suddenly hitting the one spot I don't have a Craven. That's annoying. Also, debuffing my Torch, like, technically hurts a little. Hey, there we go. Craven getting buffed a bit, but again, maybe Spider-Punk hurts him too much. Dude, that animation, though, is so sick. That's cool. Vibranium only. I mean, we don't know. I could kind of see maybe a Heimdall situation, right? Maybe. I think we lose to that, though, right? Like, I'm putting 2 here, basically, only. Heimdall right situation might be bad, because Spider-Punk's so big, we might just lose. Craven might carry in that case, I guess. I'm not sure. Too lazy to do math. I'm glad we're going to see an opponent Spider-Punk, even if we're not seeing mine. That's cool. Really cool animations. I gotta say, like, Snap has been knocking the animations out of the park lately, dude. They were always, like, good, but sometimes we were getting, like, new cards there for a long stretch that, like, didn't have animations, and now I feel like every animation that comes out sick. I'm sure there's some that I've missed, but, like, Galactus was cool, Spider-Punk sick. Like, they're just, I don't know. We've seen a lot of really cool ones. I will say, like, generally pretty pro Snap these days. You know, I've had some doubts. I've had some moments. We weren't the biggest Snap enjoyers always, but I don't know, lately I've been oh no, that's a problem. That's gonna beat us unless that goes right again somehow. Maybe Time Theater. No, they got double Ghost Spider. No, that's a problem. We don't have enough points. Oh, no Frigga on our deck either. Yeah. All right, Aranya. Yeah, you're good at putting it whatever, I guess. Seems like putting it right's been the best for like Heimdall openings, maybe. I don't know. Oh, not likely to be useful, but we'll see. Oh, just kidding. Oh my god. Oh my god. I take it all back. Insane. Let's go. I wonder what they got for me. Probably similarly useful and good stuff. So now one problem with like Spider-Punk on 3 that we haven't ran into yet is like I need the opponent to actually have cards down. Particularly with like Sparky. Craven's a weird one too to move into. Like you don't really want to move your Spider-Punk into Craven necessarily. It's probably still, you know, it's worth it. He still nets 2, right? Like we're gaining 4, Craven's only gaining 2, but not the strongest thing you've ever done. Do you waste the Urania on it? I currently don't actually have a second move bonus card, and like technically the opponent could have drawn them. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's worth it, actually. I don't know. We'll be able to get to Luke's bar pretty easily with Ghost Spiders. I can also just like use the Ghost Spiders here to like pop off a lot, but I need the opponent to have a card there for that to be good with Spider-Punk. If it was like Torch, you could do it anyway, you wouldn't care, but for Spider-Punk specifically, I need there to be a card here. And I don't know if there will be. Ah, Torch. Okay, well that changes everything now. Okay. So now we just do this. Actually, no, we don't want Torch going back into Craven, do we? We want Torch going back left. Okay. I'm bouncing the spider. I mean, the second spider bounce doesn't really do a lot, I guess, if I think about it, does it? Aranya gets hit by Spider-Punk, which that's fine. We can get power back here, obviously. That's no problem. Torch is going to 9 and then 18, I guess. Which is big. Now, Ghost Spider, of course, was my last card played, so Torch is now done there. But if I get new cards for Luke's bar, I can utilize them. Could also just move Spider-Punk here. Could also drop the Hellion here, but you kind of hate to waste Hellion's power, I think. You might just prefer, like, Cloak, Web Sling, and you could even, like... This feels like a bit of an overkill, right? I don't even know. I don't even know what's moving where or why. Cloak allows me to move Spider-Punk either way. I don't actually have any idea what's about to happen right now. I'm being honest. I have no clue. I have no idea. I don't know. The important thing is a Torch, I guess, but I kind of don't have a big second mover, you know? I almost need a dagger or something here, I feel like. Whoa, 2099, but just hitting weak cards to me, so that's great. I don't care at all. Like, those both suck. That's the better hit, I guess, but importantly, those both suck. I'm a little curious if the opponent maybe can't get right. We could do... Well, I guess you probably just send Torch here, right? But I'm thinking a little bit about Heimdall. I mean, if they just go for Heimdall mid, though, this kind of does the same thing, right? Like, it just doesn't really affect anything. It feels a little weird, though, not to move the Spider-Punk when you can. Like, that just feels strange to me. I could just pull the dagger, right? But it's not actually that good. You would need to pull her twice. Yeah, I think as unexciting as this is, it's just better. Like, I hate not moving Spider-Punk again, but I think it's just better. Dagger also is kind of tiny, but the Ghost Spiders are kind of big, and I think if they just can't win right, I mean, like, I know it's possible for them to get right, of course, but it's not easy right now because they already used the Aranya and stuff. Like, it's actually maybe kind of hard. Is this just Heimdall here, it feels like, maybe? At least we do get 2 hits on the dagger, which is a bonus. I mean, Heimdall definitely doesn't beat us here. No, not even close. Guess they hoped maybe Punk could hold. But like I said, if it's Heimdall, it's really hard for them to get right. Oh, bro, why did Sparky move back just now? Did Sparky activate himself? Oh my god, he did. They hadn't used Sparky yet. I didn't actually even realize that. Wow. All right, double Kraven's a bit, yeah, kind of overkill, right? Do you put them together? Do you put them apart? Hellion is nice for Kravens, I'll say. I don't know if I need this many, but you could put one apart and put Ghost Spider in already, but that seems wrong, right? I don't think that's right. You don't usually move the Kraven itself. I mean, that said, though, like, is it crazy? Hellion can still bail you out. Cloak can still bail you out. I'm gonna do it. I've never done this for my life, but I'm gonna do it. I think it's funny. Stardust is okay for us, no problem. I think this is actually really funny. He buffs himself, right? He does with, like, Heimdall. I think he will. Does he buff himself? No, he doesn't buff himself. When a card moves here, this gains +2 power. I guess with Heimdall, he has to be first, right? So that does make a difference, yeah. Cloak, Sparky. No, we can just move all of those guys right. Then Heimdall out. Dude, we have not hit one other actual move card yet. This is brutal. I need Spider-Punk, maybe. Cosmic Ghost Rider sucks. Dagger is kind of better, but at the same time, like, I don't really have time for it, right? I don't. There's no card that sets it up. I'm just doing Hellion Kraven stuff right now. Hellion's, it's got to be better, right? I think it's just got to be. It's just bigger, you know. It's just 8 power if nothing else. So I think it's got to be bigger. Okay. Kang, what the heck is Kang? Star-Lord. Oh, we dodged that. Okay, that's good. Valentina, but that's not that scary. have like no other points though, man. Moving Craven back right. This Craven's trailing right. This feels really wrong because I'm not even tying left. Maybe I put Aranya here to tie at least, right? This doesn't seem great, but I'm going hard mid, and I'm hopefully trailing that 8 power Craven right. That's enough to win. That's actually fine. We don't care about that at all. We care a lot more about the Craven going back right. Yeah, this is gonna hold, dude. This is the worst move game that's ever been played, and we've still found a way to win. I mean, really, in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't wait, you know? I could have maybe put together a good turn with Dagger on like 5 or something if I'd waited on the Ghost Spider and all that stuff, right? But I don't know, man, just playing a 5-8 Hellion, right? Just getting some tempo, and this would have actually been way stronger if this didn't get turned off. You know, this guy would be even bigger. All right, Aranya. Oh, Bifrost. Oh my God. Okay. Do we just like put Madam Web? I don't know about it. Dude, this is what I hate. It's like I've already had to have made a thought, and like I don't want to have to have made a thought by now. Like it's asking too much. So maybe Madam Web goes mid. Next turn, I play Spider-Punk. Excuse me, I play Torch on Madam Web. I move Torch into Bifrost, but then it's not on Madam Web again, right? If I do it here, I can force it into. Yeah, let's do that. That's better. We can force Torch back into Madam Web this way. This is basically going to make the world's biggest Torch already. So we do this. Torch goes into Madam Web. We move it out. Bifrost moves it back. We also get a free Spider-Punk loop in there too. Web Sling would be potentially a good draw. This is looking like a bot, which is fine. I'll farm up a bot. Hellion, like leaving a Torch right might be good. That's kind of a good spot. Also, Crown City, I guess, has a lot of value too, so both of those could be nice. Do you perhaps go Craven plus Cloak? Do Craven, Torch, Aranya next turn, or actually you just move the web too, I guess. Cloak's gonna end up mid, but it's gonna be able to move stuff right. Am I ditching Spider-Punk here then? Like, I think sadly I am. I think it's better to go this route right now. Jubilee. Wave. Oh, interesting. Might open up some opportunities. I don't know. Torch is going to be a total freaking monster. Craven gets a bit bigger. We're bailing out a negative zone now too, which is nice. Actually not too late for Sparky, by the way. Am I actually just not doing anything with Cloak? If I do this, I can move Torch right. I can move Spider-Punk mid. Maybe I do this so that I can move Spider-Punk right and then move him back with Sparky, because I don't think Torch is going to need another loop. I think we're pretty strong with Craven left, basically. I think this actually makes sense instead of going for Hellion. And I get to play the new card, which is always fun. I'm maybe not my strongest mid is the only thing, is like I'm putting the Torch right for negative zone. Maybe you just trust Punk in negative zone and I would have been better off in that route, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. How big is Craven as well? That's another thing I need to think about, because like if Craven's not big enough, we might want to consider that. Oh, this is definitely a bot. I should have snapped. Am I going to be losing here? If so, the bot might let me snap now, even though it's... I think we're going to be tied. Maybe the bot... Oh, no. The bot will see this as too big of a loss, right? I should have snapped earlier. So Hellion here is just a straight up body. So like we said, maybe it is really just Torch here. Maybe you go Punk here then, right? And just like Hellion here. I could move Punk back mid, but you don't really want to. You could move Torch back left, but you don't really want to. I think this is fine. I think you just don't hit the Sparky, honestly. I think you just want to make sure you win Crown City so that you're strong everywhere else for sure. It's kind of an underwhelming punk, but you know, he's a 3/7 that buffed the Craven, right? He's a 3/9 effectively. Like he did it of his own. Oh my god, that is a holy crap. Holy crap, holy dude. Bro. Magneto hard counters my deck if I think about it. Like all my power is in 3s and 4s. Well, 3s, just 3s really. I got a 2 with dagger, I guess. Holy crap, holy dude. The Spider-Punk actually won this game. It's a bot, I'm sure of it. But the Spider-Punk actually won the game because they would be at 20-16 otherwise, man. All right, Aranya, go get him, yeah. Aranya right, we like, okay. Craven goes mid. Oh, actually, maybe Craven goes right here so we can do Spider-Punk mid into right because actually even Torch, yeah. Spider-Punk comes down later. Tarnax, I'm just trying to avoid Tarnax but still support Craven, right? It's kind of weird because a lot of the other movers don't necessarily go here well. Oh, okay. Being away from their Madam Web. Oh, no. Oh, no, dude, this is terrible. Dude, this sucks. It's not even really worth the Aranya. I don't even know, man. This sucks. Any other location but Jotunheim, really, man. I can get that back out with Sparky here, I guess, but it's gonna be annoying, yeah. Sparky. Spider-Punk, I guess, also is going to have to go mid. Kind of overkill. I mean, Heimdall's going to come in on Tarnax, I guess. I think we just play Heimdall on Tarnax and hope for the best. You know, rip the Giganto, Infinite, whatever kind of thing. Dagger, Ghost Spider. Okay, at least it's ending up in Jotunheim too. They have a similar issue. Oh, they could have left that Dagger in Madam Web though, right? Oh, they are. Sparky. Oh yeah, genius. No, that's good. Sparky's awesome. Way to go, Sparky. You're a boss, Sparky. So we're gonna move Torch there. We're gonna go Web Sling here now, maybe. Actually, I think I can do Web Sling first. It'll go away. Then I can activate Sparky. Why won't it let me activate, bro? Web Sling first, it'll go away. Then you activate so that there's space for the Torch. Then you can put both Punk and Torch here. Move them both right. Then play Heimdall left, I guess. I don't even know. Maybe Heimdall goes right. I haven't mapped this out yet. I'm too lazy to be honest with you. Dagger netting 6, Craven only netting 2, unfortunately. Hellion mid for the opponent. Okay. So I guess a Craven there kind of makes sense, right? Does this I don't even we've already got a Madam Web. I don't know how does it process all the layers of the possible moves here? You know what I mean? Like how many moves does it let me have? Like if I do this, that uses, let's say, the Madam Web. Okay, so see, yeah, that's annoying. Like it used both the Madam Web and the Web Sling. Like I should have 2 layers of moves, but it's only giving me 1. Do they have a Heimdall, guys? Is another big question here. They have priority, so that's relevant. Okay. This is me just totally abandoning right and sort of abandoning left, honestly. I'm mostly only going for mid here. Is that good? I don't think so, but it's funny. I'm going to need like an Infinite and they're going to need like a Artem Zola or something for me to win this, I guess. Unless they also totally abandon right, which is not impossible by any means, I don't think. Ah, we did dodge the dagger really nicely here. Are they actually... I don't think they have the energy to Heimdall and play another card, do they? Let me see here. Oh, Juggernaut's irrelevant. Cloak is irrelevant. Yeah, they went hard into Jotunheim. Wow, okay, this is gonna be fine unless Tarnax screws me anyway. Oh, it screwed me. Wait, no it didn't. No it didn't. Oh my God, that's so sick. Absolutely stolen, dude. Absolutely stolen.